it's Brittany from the Pretty Plus. Today I am going to be showing you my pantry and freezer and refrigerator, as well as doing a little meal plan with you. This week the goal is to use what we have, so I am just going through and seeing what we have, getting them all written down, sorted out, and then planning our meal from there. Another goal is to get rid of a lot of the junk in the house, so these Reese Puffs are going this week, as well as just a bunch of the like pastas and things like that. So what we're trying to get rid of so we can start doing more of a low carb, low sugar, kind of balanced, not like keto or anything, just a lower carb, lower sugar type of style to make us feel better, because we always do when we are tracking our carbs and sugar. So we're gonna do that, and I'll stop talking, get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so taking a quick inventory outside in our freezer, we have 2 family packs of chicken. They're like 5 or 6 pounds each. That's it. 4 of the Real Good enchiladas and 5 of the Real Good enchiladas with cauliflower crust. A thing of chicken wings and a thing of meatballs. We've got 2 packs of like a pound each of burgers. I've got 4 pounds of ground beef here. Sorry about the lighting, and in a garage. There's a pack of corn tortillas back there, and I'm not sure I can do anything with that, but they were going bad and I just threw them in there, and we'll see. I'll thaw them out and see what happens if I need tortillas. And then we've got 3 turkey breasts down here. I got those for like $3 to $4 each, so they'll make really good meals with leftovers, good for meal prep, stuff like that. So in the refrigerator, we have some pasta sauce. I used part of it for chicken parm last night. This pasta sauce is actually really gross, so I'm going to either see if my dad wants it. I give him all the things that I think are gross, and if he doesn't, then I will just dispose of it. We got it as a Christmas gift because it is an Indiana brand. However, Brett and I both really hated it. It's not good at all. So we have some orange juice left, pickles, probably a tiny bit of heavy whipping cream, French onion dip, some sour cream, some butter back here. We've got some yogurt for Clara. These are a few boiled eggs. They're probably gonna go because I don't think that they're good anymore. Got a carton and a half of, I think there's 4 eggs in here. Some cheese queso, a thing of yogurt. It's Clara's, not gonna make anything out of it. Some hummus, 1 lonely can of Mountain Dew. We've got some meal prepped like cottage cheese and grapes back there. Some ranch. This is sausage. Some butter. I just took that out of the freezer. Down here we've got 36 eggs and some more of the meal prepped cottage cheese and grapes. This is one of the things of ground beef that I just took out of the freezer from outside. This in here is just 1 applesauce, 1 lone applesauce. Our cheese drawer is always the most ballin' because we like cheese. This is stuff that I'm giving to my dad. We just aren't gravitating towards the flavored cheeses. We've got some sticks of cheese. We've got a few mozzarella sticks. We've got quite a bit of shredded blend cheese, a few turkey pepperonis, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, actually quite a bit of mozzarella cheese. There's a package of ham, it's still good, and then a few low-carb tortillas. Down here, this stuff all needs to go. This lettuce is brown now, but these things do keep lettuce good for weeks, no joke. That stuff is barely brown, but it just has been too long for me to feel comfortable eating it. And some leftover refried beans that are no longer good. There's some monsters that Monster sent me that we haven't had yet, and then there's some cut up, like, I don't know what they are, carrots I think, and some cucumbers in there that are no longer good. In the veg drawer, we've got a salad kit, some broccoli, some carrots, those are good. And then down in the bottom we have some oranges. That is some like chicken salsa broth, good to start a soup with. We've got some berries, bananas, some different like fruits and veggies up in there. I'm not going to pull it all out. We've got a big thing of steak here. I'm going to use that for meal prepping. I got it reduced price at Sam's Club the other day. This is some salsa chicken. These are some meals for Clara that are easy. We can defrost them and give them to her if we're having something that she wouldn't eat, like something spicy or something, honestly, something really messy that we don't want to deal with. Then one of those are good for that. We have a lot of salmon and cod. This is part of a pork roast that I cooked, and then we weren't eating all of it, so I froze it. But yeah, salmon here. A lot of Alaskan coho salmon from Sitka Salmon. They sent those over to me, and they are really good. An Uncrustable for Cece. These are just a few breakfast burritos. We've got some rogue chicken breasts. I take those family packs and I break them down into one breast for a serving. Sometimes two if we're doing something that's like really heavy protein, like just grilled chicken or something. These over here are soups. All three of them I think are, yeah, beef vegetable soups. So we'll probably eat those for lunches sometime this week. A little bit of Trader Joe's fire roasted corn, I think it is. Down here is like junkier stuff, kind of. So there's Clara's chicken nuggets, and I just had some of those for lunch today because I didn't have anything, as you saw, in the refrigerator. Garlic knots, I'll do that on spaghetti night. We've got some frozen strawberries down there, some frozen broccoli, a big thing of bacon, and then there's bagels and buns down in the bottom that are frozen. That probably, I'll defrost them and see how they do, but they probably won't be anything. Back here, I also have a ton of vegetables to use. And then over here are some like quick grab things for Clara. These are French toast sticks, some bread if we want to make her peanut butter. And then these are some smoothie things for her. This needs to go in the trash, it's too old, but they're really good. The Morningstar hot and spicy sausages. And there's an mandarin orange sauce from a Trader Joe's meal. That's it. That's all the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and compile a list of the main things that we want to use up in the next few weeks, and then I'll show that to you, and then I'll show you my process of meal planning with what I have, hopefully not having to go to the store at all. So my pantry is looking pretty much the same as from when I did my pantry clean out, which I did a few weeks ago, and I just posted it. Link it for you. But yeah, not a ton of, I don't know, this one is not my problem child. I have ketchup up there. It's something that we're not going to be not using. We like ketchup. It's going to be part of the, lower sugar things that part of the higher sugar things that we do have in our lower sugar diet. Do what works for you. But we have some pasta sauce. This is a chocolate chip cookie thing, and they just make that this week so that we have like a little dessert. Some oils and stuff over here, condiments back there. Nothing crazy. Down here is where we have like every carb you could imagine. So we have a bunch of like rice stuff here, rice, and then pasta stuff back here, crackers back there. Clara eats crackers. We're not really cracker eaters here ourselves for the most part. We're still going to be having some rice. So if I do a meal that is like grilled chicken, big side of veggies, one of these rice things isn't going to be horrible for us. You know what I mean? If we were doing like fried chicken, veggies smothered in like Velveeta, that wouldn't be a good thing to pair with something that has a lot more sodium. However, it's going to work for us. And then after this stuff is all done, then we can recontemplate, do we want to go even further low carb? Do we want to keep doing just moderate, watching what we eat? Whatever we decide, that's what we'll do. We have some goodie stuff, type of stuff here. Popcorn, there's mac and cheese back there. And then down here is just Clara stuff. So there's applesauce pouches. That's a protein powder, that's not for her. These are milks for on the go, and apples juice, honest apple juice for if we need that for her. She doesn't usually have juice, but sometimes she needs it for keeping herself regular, or if she's just not drinking anything and will become dehydrated, we've got that. So that's what we've got in this pantry. And our Lazy Susan really doesn't have anything crazy in there. There's beans down here. We've got tomato products, sauces, paste, green chilies, Rotel, diced tomatoes, corn, green beans. And then down here, there's a beef stew that my mom gave me. I mentioned that in my pantry clean out. A few things of spaghetti rings for quick meals for Clara, and these cream of mushroom, onion, whatever. We'll just use them sparingly. I mean, I'm not gonna just purge everything, and we probably won't use them this week while cooking. So we'll have them in there for when we need to use them. Okay, hello everyone. Have this open for some reason. I am doing my meal plan in the Life and Apples meal planner. They sent this to me. It's undated, just to try out to show you guys. I'll have links for it below, and if I have a promo code or anything like that, I will also leave that for you below. They're very affordable anyway, but I thought I would try it out. You know, I usually do my meal planning in my planner that I'm using, either my Erin Condren or my Golden Coil. But I thought this was an interesting, fun way to do it if you're not a person who uses a daily planner, but you still want to keep track of the food that you have or what you're doing for food that week, or if you're getting on the Healthy Start train for the beginning of 2020. This is going to be really good for you, especially since it's undated. You can use it for some weeks, and then other weeks that you don't need to meal plan as hard, you don't have to use it. You're not wasting pages and stuff. So I'm going to show you the meal planner, and then I'm going to get started in doing my meal planning. So this comes off. It's just a little jacket. Ooh. There is a handy dandy elastic closure that you can use in there, and there's also an elastic pen holder. Came with some stickers. If you guys have been following along, not a super sticker person. However, I do like some stickers sometimes. So these are very cute. If you want to add those in, those are a nice little touch, little added bonus. The first things in here, contents. I'll show you all of those areas. The first part is really going to be just about meal planning, how you can use the book and all that goodness. Not going to really bore you with all that as much, but if you're interested in learning, those are some great tools. And then we get into the 52-week meal planner. This is what the weekly spread looks like. 120 to 26. Our goal this week, is to use what we have. And we really don't have a budget. We have money if we need it, but I want to use the things that we have. So budget 0. So as you can see over here, there's a space for each day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's a spot for gratitude if you're into just writing down a few things you're thankful for. For me, I'm thankful that we have an abundance. And that is why we're able to do a use what we have week. And then there's a little shopping list. This is a good size to be able to take into the grocery store with you. Some of my other planners and stuff are big size. It feels awkward, but this will fit right into a handbag, fold it over, take it to the grocery store, pen in hand. You can check things off. Super helpful. For dinner this week, we've already done a few. So it's Wednesday today. But I'm just going to take you through the process as if we were, it's so far over, as if we were planning it for the first time. So I already showed you that I went through my pantries and freezers and refrigerator, and I'm going to show the process of how I will keep track of that. So I'll come back to the notes page back here. Okay, so this is roughly the things that we have in the freezer. And yeah, I'm not going to list everything that we have in the pantries just because I'm in my kitchen. I can look if I need to. And I have a pretty good memory, but I do like to keep an inventory of what is in the freezer just so that I can easily look back at it and see what we have, and I can cross it off as we use it. So, we'll get started. For breakfast this week, we are doing cereal. Super easy. And we're going to do cereal through Friday. And then Saturday, I'm going to do pancakes. I have pancake mix. We have some bacon. And we have lots of eggs. And we'll probably do leftovers of that on Sunday. I'll make enough that we can have it for both days. For lunches, we usually do leftovers of what we have for dinner the night before. So I'm going to plan dinners before I plan our lunches. So for dinner on Monday, I already know what we had because I did this before, as I told you. So we did chicken parm with penne. So we had that penne. We had some breaded chicken, and then we had a thing of marinara sauce. We actually had 3 in the pantry. So I used one of them. It was actually one that we received as a gift, and it was disgusting. So I don't recommend it. But hey, that's it. We had it, we used it, we ate it. It was fine. And then so for lunch, we did the same. I'm just going to write leftovers in the lunch category. And go all the way down. So that's how we roll. So then last night we did my grandma's chili. Chili, typically a lot of cans. So we used a pound of ground beef. We used 2 cans of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of chili beans, a big jug of V8 juice, and about a cup of elbow macaroni noodles that we already had, and then that was it. I also did cornbread. And then for lunch today, I am home, so instead of cornbread, we're doing ham and cheese. Sorry, my writing looks so whack right now. Crescent rolls. Chili. Whoa, that is beautiful writing. Anyway, so tonight for dinner, we are going out. I've been out of work for a little while, so just kind of like to have an easy night, we'll probably go out. We may just grab something and bring it back. But I'm not expecting leftovers, so we do have a lot of the chili left for us to be able to have chili on Thursday when I'm back at work as well. For Friday, using another thing of ground beef, and we're doing spaghetti. We have garlic knots in the freezer. So that's super simple. Always a crowd pleaser. And then on Friday, let's see, what do we want to do? We have some stuff in the refrigerator, some vegetables in the refrigerator that I want to use up. And I'll probably let's see, I'm going to make fried rice. So I'm going to do fried rice. We'll do it with the char siu. It's pork. It's just how we seasoned it. It's like an Asian sauce marinade. So I'm going to do that. And to put into the fried rice, we have eggs, So the egg and then veggies. We have the soy sauce. We have onion, carrots, with broccoli. Yeah, that should be good. So we'll do those things for Friday. Since I am trying to wrap up the like junk food that we have in the house, you see the rest of this over here isn't really bad at all. Chicken nuggets is a Clara thing, so everything else really we can have on a lower carb, lower sugar diet. But I'm going to use some of the chicken. I'll probably use 2 chicken breasts. And I'm gonna make fried chicken. Like classic style fried chicken. It sounds delicious to me. Always a good one. And then we have a box of scalloped potatoes that I want to use up. They're too tempting for me to keep around when I'm trying to do low carb because cheesy, potatoey goodness. And then we'll do a side of veggies. Maybe we'll do corn. I know Brett and Claire really like corn. I don't, so maybe we'll do corn and green beans. Maybe just corn. Not exactly sure. And then the last thing. Okay. We're gonna do chicken quesadillas on Sunday. And then I have a lot of rice, like flavored rice. So we'll do rice and maybe roasted corn. So with all those things, all of this stuff, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have to go to the grocery store at all. But if I do, it'll be because I need to buy milk, which we're almost out of. So I may have to swing by and grab milk. Maybe get some apples. We're running low on veggies. We have 2 like gross looking bananas and some oranges. I'm gonna say apples. And yogurt for Clara. She's almost out. So in our town, milk is like $2 right now. I can get apples for like $4. And then her yogurt is $2. So I said budget 0. I'm gonna say budget 10 just in case something creeps up on us. But yeah, so all of this stuff we already had. The only things I'm going to need are like milk, apples, yogurt, and that's just so that we have some good snacks around here and that Clara has milk to drink. So the rest of this I'm going to show to you. There's 52 weeks of that, obviously. Then we get into the toolbox for simple and healthy meal planning and prepping. So there's Staples shopping list. If you know the things that your family always needs to have in the house. Family favorites. List favorite takeout and eat out places. Use the cards for contact information and favorite dishes on the menu. And then we've got some recipe cards. I usually have them from online, but if it's something that you're creating yourself, very helpful to have. There's quite a few pages of the recipes. And then we've got some snack ideas. More snack ideas, things that we use a lot at home. We can sort that out. And then there's the seasonal produce calendar, which is super helpful. If you go by a seasonal produce calendar, usually you can get things that are more in season. Apples being generally in season all the time. But when they're more in season, they are more cost effective and taste better. And then this is like expert level food planner. If you know that your body is lacking in something, you can say, hey, say you're pregnant or something, folate, I need more. So you can grab any of these things: orange juice, green leafy vegetables, grain products, avocado, asparagus, and that can be really, really helpful. This is a great guide. I wouldn't have thought to put that in there, but they have it for basically everything. Vitamin D. My husband is chronically lacking potassium, so knowing all these things are used for that, pretty good. And then we've got an expense tracker you can do for each month. That's really cool. I didn't start that this month. Maybe I'll do it next month and track it in here so that I can see it in paper, even though I usually use a spreadsheet. That's very helpful if you're not a spreadsheet kind of guy like I am. But yeah, that's it. And then we've got notes pages, which I, as you can see, began to use for keeping track of my freezer. I may do a pantry one over here as well. There are probably 20 pages of notes, which is super helpful. And then a little booklet, or not booklet, envelope back here for, I'm guessing, coupons or lists or receipts or whatever you want to use it for. So that is the Life in Apples planner. If you guys like this, remember there is a link below you can use. If you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Find me on the internet at The Pretty Plus on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. As always, on theprettyplus.com. Thanks, guys.